Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing our first ever episode of Road to Master Rank. This of course was the series I did not do last year because when I started YouTube it was already way too much into the game cycle, so there was no point doing it at that time. But now in FL 2020, starting off, this is of course a new game. This is actually my first race, the one you're seeing right now, on this game. So yeah, I can't wait to see how fast we can get to race master rank. But yeah, so if you don't know what I'm doing, okay, so first of all, I'll explain what's on screen right now. Basically, when I was going to qualify for Canada, I just could not be there at that moment. I just had to do something, and so I just messed up qualifying. So I'm going to be starting last from Canada. To be honest, I'm not complaining too much because it does mean that we'll gain more points for the higher position we get. But like I was saying earlier, if you don't know what master rank is, it's basically the highest rank you can get in a ranked on F1 2019, and so that's what we're gonna try to do right now as we go. 5 lads and away we are. Sorry for the little glitch in recording. You're only gonna have 2 of those today, but so we're gonna start from the last place. So we're gonna take this nice and cautious into turn. We're actually going to try to go around the outside of this guy, but he's completely squeezes us, so we nearly made contact there, but we just avoided that, and then we're going to try to dive down the inside of him here, but once again, just playing it nice and cautious. And then this guy ghosted for a lot of people. I don't know if you can see it there, but it didn't ghost for me, so we got a little bit of damage there, but overall clean start, considering we started from last place in an online lobby. We get past P10, and now we get up P9, and we get past P9, so we get up into said P9, and now we're looking at Soulman up ahead, but pretty decent start, I would say. Let's see what we can do now. We cut a little bit of the curb there, but we are able now to make the move on Soulman, and then we got Fish ahead. Oh, Soulman actually takes that much more aggressive. He ghosts through us, gets a position on us, tries to attack the guy ahead, messes that up, goes into the wall, and so gives us that position. And he also slowed down P7, and so we're gonna get him in the straight as well, even though we just lost all of our overtake mode. Doesn't matter, we're still able to make the move. Yeah, by the way, if you noticed, this car, it's not the same one we have in career mode, so yeah, I'm not changing livery again for career mode, don't worry. It's gonna be a different livery most of these episodes as I unlock new stuff. There's gonna be a massive change in terms of what you're gonna see in the next episode of this series, but nonetheless, we're now looking at Camlad UK. That was not hard to say. I just messed up myself. I was going to mess up. We don't have a lot of ERS. We only have 10%, but we should be able to get him. You see, he thinks we're going to the outside, I believe, there. So he just stopped going as defensive, but we do keep our line on the inside. We squeeze him out and get out. We squeeze him out and get up into P5. And you think now is when the race would pretty much end, wouldn't you? But anyways, here we go. Now we have actually caught up to the guys ahead. You can see this guy actually gets very loose on the rear end. We try to go for a gap that isn't there. To be fair to him, the gap wasn't there. He deserved to. He had the squeezing rights there. Squeezing rights, sure. And we get up. We stay in P5, but we're really close to guys ahead, so that's really good. But one thing I'll also say is usually it will be around probably 3 races an episode. We're gonna do 4 today, just because we need that many races to get placement. We actually need 5, but the one I did earlier I spectated because I joined when it was already midway through. So, but it still gave me a placement rank kind of thing. So we only have to do 4 races in this episode, not 5. But anyways, we are still looking at P4, and now you're gonna see them now up ahead. You can see that they're fighting, and they squeeze the guy out on the left, and he tries to rejoin. He joins unsafely, but it doesn't hit anyone. The P2, that guy was fighting for P1, loses the rear end, and so does P1. So up into P2. Everyone made a mistake in the lead. Oh, that's another glitch. Sorry. 3 glitches. Everyone made a mistake in the lead. Everyone who was in the lead made a mistake except me and the guy ahead, who was the guy who squeezed me. But yeah, so that just brings us from P5 to P2, and now this guy has absolutely no way of defending against us. We've got DRS, and we actually switched it from left to right because I wasn't sure if he was gonna cross over us, and he actually would have done. But we got the move down on him, so we come from P10, I believe we started, to P1. Amazing race. We win our first ever race on ranked. And yeah, couldn't get any better start. The start could not have gotten any better. You can see we're just waving, and yeah, really happy about this result as well. One thing I will say now, since I have a little bit of break before the next race comes, you guys tell me, what do you think of the new customization that you'll see over my episode in mastering? Because what I did was I basically created a new character for online, so I can put all the customization I want. It won't change my team character. So you guys tell me, because I might incorporate that into my team if you guys tell me that I should put that in. So anyways, we do get up. We do set pole position now in the second race, which is here in Monza. And here we go, down to 5 red lights. Monza turn 1 is obviously very risky, very dangerous. So here we go now. We're trying to go defensive on the guy behind us. Of course, this is our home race. We try to cross over him, but they don't want to be dirty, so we let him have the position for now, because we should be able to get him back. Some people corner cut, some people don't, but we get through relatively without any contact, no damage. That's really good. And now we can set our sights on the guy ahead, who apparently is a big Schumacher fan. He's got a Schumacher livery, Schumacher suit, but yeah, we should be able to make the move maybe in this race. There's another glitch. Sorry, there's a bunch of glitches, but they shouldn't have any problems on the race. But you can see there, we actually went really wide in the second Lesmo. I don't know why, but the whole race I just couldn't get the Lesmos right, and so we've lost a lot of time to the guy heading here. I don't know what I was thinking. I completely corner cut that corner, and we get a 2-second time penalty. Our safety rating will not be as good now, but most importantly, we're probably not going to win this race, because I don't feel like I have the pace over the guy ahead to gain 2 whole seconds. So yeah, kind of disappointing, to be fair, that we got that penalty, because it was just I don't know what I was thinking there. I just went straight for the gap that wasn't there. I mean, what I mean by gap is I went for the corner cut. I should not have. But anyways, we're still trying to make the move, because we still want to maybe fight it to show that at least we would have had the pace. We have the pace over this guy, but he's really, I gotta say, I hope I meet this guy again in my journey to Master Rank, because he was amazing at defending, and I kind of want to, well, I'll say later what I want to have, but he was so amazing at defending, so I hope I have him again for another bit of amazing racing. But you can see now we're going side by side. He squeezes off. To be honest, there he had all the rights to do that. Also because I had a little bit of understeer in the first chicane, and so I was really away from him in the second one. So he had all the rights to squeeze me out. But now you can see here we go now on lap 2. We corner cut another corner, but it's actually really leaning on this game. You can get so many warnings as long as you don't corner cut enough to get a penalty. I think you can get like at least 10 warnings or something, because I got so many warnings in a lot of my races. A lot of, like, all these 4 races, I got a lot of warnings, except the final one, which is an Hanoi, so you really can't corner cut there. But so yeah, you can just corner cut a lot, and the warnings won't really mess up with you. One thing also I want to ask you guys, what do you think of the black as the main team color? Because, you know, on my team we're red, like Ferrari and Alfa Romeo, so to differentiate, I'm thinking of putting it black. So you guys tell me if you like that or not, like the little thing on the mini-map. But we do get past P2, but then he sends a horrendous dive bomb on the inside. I should not have given him the room there, but we do keep ahead of him. We make sure he does not switch back on us. We did that did leave us vulnerable to pass on the outside, but he doesn't try it. He will try again though here, and we actually make a little miss. We actually cover him off very aggressively. We don't give him any room, but then I wanted to give him the room to show him that I clean. He sends a huge dive, but he makes it work. So this guy's amazing at defending and also clean while being really aggressive. I know we've actually been overtaken by Pichu as well. We would have been overtaken with the penalty, but so that's kind of annoying. But let's see now if Payjay can fight with the guy ahead. No, he can't, and we actually get past him. And can we get past P1 as well? This is the first time in the whole race I've gotten Lesmo 2 right on lap 4. We're not going to corner cut here. Make sure we don't. This guy, though, holds him around the outside. He did go on over the track limits a little bit, but not enough to win a penalty, probably. And now we got Peja behind us, looking at us very aggressively. Will he try to move down the inside here? I think he will. Yes, he will. We are not going to give him the room. To be fair, he did go a bit wide. He did go a bit into us, but we do make contact. We do spin him out, and so yeah, we could get P2. But since I never even caught up to P1 in that lap, I decided, you know what? I spun him around. It's not fair that I get the position and he doesn't. So you can see now here I'm waiting for him, and I'm gonna let him have the position. Also because you can see P4 was actually really close to him, so I would have gone to P4. But then he made a crash or something, or maybe he DNF'd. He fully DNF'd, and so that means we will get P3, not P4. So yeah, and you can see now I'm just letting him go because I spun him around. He deserved to be there fighting up with the leaders, and I spun him around. So it wasn't completely my fault because he did understeer to us a little bit, but I just felt it was right to give back the position. And so we do still finish P3, which is a pretty good result. Could have been better though. But now let's move on to the next race, and look at this. It's Monza once again. As you can see here, I'm moving to the steering wheel because I'm checking what position I am, and I'm P5 right now. This is qualifying for Monza. This time it's raining, quali, but I have a dry setup on. That's why I'm P5 and not P1, because I'm usually good in the wet. But I have a dry setup on because the race is going to be dry. And I don't know who else does. Maybe no one has. So yeah, the guy who was fighting, who won last race, got, like, the Schumacher guy, he exited the lobby sadly, so we won't have another fight with him, but Page is still in here, so maybe we'll have a fight with him, who knows. But you can see now I'm going back to the onboard. It seems like we're getting P5. No, we got P4, as you can see there a little bit. So we get in one position right over the line. So yeah, really good. But now, so you can see there we got in P4. But now here we go to the start of the Italian Grand Prix, second one. Kind of mimicking real life in a way, but there isn't a second Italian Grand Prix at Monza. There are 3 Italian Grand Prix, but not 2 at Monza. But anyways, stop with the faffling about. We get round the outside of this guy, who actually doesn't give us the room in the second chicane, but we were fully alongside him. So we make a bit of contact, but to be honest, he should have just given us the room there as we got round the outside. And you can see now here, we make another move on Page, that is. I was talking about Pages. There's another glitch in the recording. That's a big one as well. But we got the move done on Page, as he had a little bit of contact with the leader. And you could not see there because it was a glitch, but the leader completely cut the corner. And you can see Jeff is now telling us that there's a penalty for the guy ahead. So we do not need to overtake him, because the way Page crashes, he was trying to make a move, and the guy ahead completely squeezed him off and then cut the chicane. So he has a penalty. I think it's for cutting the chicane and not making contact, but it might be for making contact as well. I'm not sure, but he has penalty, so we're definitely going to finish P1 if we just have the pace to stay with him. And for this reason, I'm actually going to try to not overtake him, because he seems like a really dirty guy for what he did to Page. So I'm just going to try to not overtake him. You can see here I'm actually getting really close. I'm actually lifting off a little bit, just making sure we don't even attack him, because we don't need to. We just need to stay within his 3 seconds. And that's exactly what we do for the next couple of laps. Now we can move on to lap 3. And you can see, though, Freddy behind. He is caught up to us. He's the fastest one on track at the moment. And he is also the guy who we made contact on lap 1, I believe. But here he comes around the outside. He does not use overtake mode, because you can see here he had much more exit speed than us. But he does not use overtake mode, and then he backs out of Sky, which I was expecting him to go for since his aggression in turn 1. But I guess he was trying to be clean to us since he didn't get us the room, or maybe he just didn't see us in turn 2. So. Or maybe he thinks we're dirty and he just wants to be careful with us. Whatever the reason is, he doesn't seem to be using overtake mode, because you can see here he gets much better exits than me. But then when I'm using overtake mode, he just doesn't have any pace over us. And so we're just not using it right now. We'll use a little bit more to try to get back into racing him. But he actually sends one round the outside, and I actually go deep as well. So he keeps a position on us. That was a beautiful move from Freddy. He went very deep, but that also got us going deep. And so we both went deep. He got the position back on us, but then we used a little bit of overtake. I was tempted to not use any, just to see if I could make the move without using any overtake mode. But we're able to, but we're just gonna use it because we just want to use it. And actually, moving on to the final lap, you can see Freddy, I think, crashed. Freddy crashed behind us in the Lesmos. I actually don't know why I cut away from that, but so PJ is behind us. He's caught up an absolute man and a half to us, but you can see we're gonna come home for the win because the guy had as a penalty. PJ comes second, the fastest lap of the race as well. So good job to him. He climbed back after a crash in lap 1. So yeah, good job to him there, but yeah, P1, second race win of the race, second race win of the episode. Can we make it through here in Hanoi? Like I said, the third race is in Hanoi. Oh wait, I forgot to say something. The guy who won earlier at Monza, like the second race. Yeah, I said I wanted something. I wanted like a chance to beat him again. So hopefully we'll get that later onto these episodes. But you can see now we are in Vietnam. We go a bit wide in the final corner, hit the wall, but it doesn't really matter because we still get pole position. There are only 3 people in this lobby, so very lonely lobby, let's just say. But here we go, 2 5 lights for the final race of this episode. I gotta say, guys, one thing I will say, this car felt absolutely amazing in Vietnam in respect to my 19 car. It's so much jumper, so much more grip. Just everything was more. But anyways, here we go to turn 1, and we get absolutely hit by the guy behind. I was trying to set up a switchback on the leader who had overtaken us. There we go. In the start, but we actually get absolutely just sent wide by P2, and so we have to just wait a little bit longer. We do squeeze the guy who hit us out. And he just has no pace in this race. You can see he's already 4 seconds, and it's still lap 1. But you can see now we've caught up a mile and a half to the guy ahead in the long straight. We're actually gonna give him the run here. You can see. Are we gonna go side by side in this straight? I think we might. Not in the straight, in the final sector. He goes a bit deep. We try to do the switchback, but he just. I feel like he could have maybe squeezed in, but I didn't know if he was gonna go through or not. You can see we actually hit the wall there, so we have front wing damage. That's not that great. But yeah, I was hoping to go side by side because it was gonna be fun, but he just didn't give us any room whatsoever. And to be fair, I was not side by side with him, so he didn't have to give us the run. But anyways, here we go now on lap 2. This is, and we're still very close to the leader. We actually got a bit of the curb there, so we get a warning again. I believe it's on strict, but then you have more warnings. I think what's going on is it's on strict because it's very easy to get a warning. But then you have more warnings that you can get before getting a penalty. Well, last year it was just 3 warnings, but it's not on strict. It's on regular. I believe now it's on strict, but you have more warnings. But anyways, you can see now the guy ahead is very was very wide on the exit of that very awkward left-hander, and so we have a better exit than him. Can we overtake him? Here we go. Overtake mode engaged. I think using overtake mode as well because we are not getting that much harm on him. Can we go? Can we make this move? He does not go defensive. So we have all the room in the world to go down the inside. We try to squeeze him out a bit more this lap, but he keeps on with us for a little bit. But then we got a worldly exit compared to him. And so we got the move done. That should be it. But no, he sends one. Don't know what he was thinking there, but he completely sent one. Then he actually gives us the position back in a kind of aggressive way. So I just completely blocked himself on the road. Well, I don't know what he was thinking there. I think he corner cut that corner, so I could have just not given him the room and that everything would be fine. But I don't think he has a penalty because if he let us go, he probably had an illegal overtake, and so he has no penalty probably. But now in lap 3, you could see that we had gained a lot of time when he let us go, but now we lost it all again because of that front wing damage. Like I said, it's really gonna hurt us the last 2 laps of this Grand Prix. And a little bit in last sector. So here we go now. You can see I actually blocked him off there a bit too much in the straight. So I actually broke early. Let him go back. And now you can see now on the beginning of on the final straight, we're going to send him down his inside. Well, he sent one on us, but this will make you keep it clean. And now we're going to try it. We're trying it. We're going side by side. He then doesn't give us any room. Sadly, I was hoping to go side by side, but he didn't give us the room. So yeah, we made more contact with the wall. But he's going by as well, so but now can we send it on the inside of the final corner, and he gives us the room. I was very tentative there, but he gives us the whole entire room, And so that's just great. Yep, thank you very much. Now we're gonna move on to later on to lap 4. Can we get the move done in this straight? But you could probably know that I'm not gonna. Well, actually, I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna leave the strategy for the final lap, I believe, or maybe not. Here we go then. Onto the chicane, and no, we are not gonna leave them to the final lap. We're gonna very cheekily let him go, but not let him have the better line through there. He still gets a better exit because I'm terrible at that exit. I don't know why. I just completely hate it. I just fully hate it. It's so awkward and everything. But now we're gonna have DRS and slipstream, so we should be able to get him back. And this is gonna be our strategy for next for the final lap as well. We've tested the strategy and now we have it for the final lap. But yeah, let's see now what we can do in this final lap of this Vietnamese Grand Prix. We'll be able to get our third win, or will this guy behind us be able to snatch it away from us very cruelly? And as we move on to lap 5, I don't think you can see it, but basically he crashed into in the final lap, so he has damage as well. I'm not the only one who has damage. You can see that he's got no front wing. And you see now here, I'm trying to let him go here. He's not getting past me because he knows my trick. But I pulled off a better trick, a much better trick than what I did last time. What I did was I slowed down and then I mimicked a safety car. So basically, I accelerated at the final moments. And we just accelerated the final moments, and we got him. And then since we accelerated the final moments, he was not ready for it, and so accelerated too late, lost too much time to us, and then we won the race. Yeah, so that has been this video for today, guys. 3 wins, and now let's see what we got in terms of our rating. I'm expecting a silver, hoping for a silver 3, and B rating would be great, but maybe too much to ask for, silver 3 and B rating. How about silver, any silver, and C rating? Actually, no, not B rating. I'm not gonna get B rating, probably. I'm hoping for a C rating and a silver 3 or a silver true. Any one of those is fine. It will be great to have such a good starting point like that one in our road to Monza, because then we'll only need 3 levels and then we'll have got it. So here we go then, and we got silver 3, very good, and we get B safety rating. That's great, that's awesome. I was expecting for something like C, but we get B, so I'm not complaining, to be honest. Really excited about it. And so yeah, but that has been it for today, guys. That has been it for this episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. And until next time, until next episode and next this video, it's gonna come out. Yeah. See you guys next time. Please remember to like and subscribe. One thing I will say, I am going to upload pretty soon. Well, depends, because there's going to be a lot of editing to be done. So not pretty soon, quite soon. A 100% race around Monaco. And yes, I will be taking that from Tiamat Marduk. From Tiamat Marduk. Just don't write in the comments, "You've copied this idea." I admit it, I have. But since there's the black Mercedes, I thought, you know what, let's just do it. So that's going to be a video that's going to come out on my channel as well. But until next time, guys.